Preston. He's a happy fellow, he's a goofy fellow, he's a jolly fellow, he's Preston.
Hello folks, I'm Daniel and I'm here to tell you the grand stories of Preston Brand's Squid Games. Before I tell you about the goofy Preston times, I must tell you about the prequels. Netflix hit show, Squid Games, and Squid Game 2, Hard Mode starring Christopher Michael Pratt. Credit to awful fan-made posters on Twitter for posting this insane image. Starting with the original show, Squid Game. We watch as a man named Ji-hun is given the opportunity to play deadly childhood games for a chance to win big money. As we've all probably seen the Squid Games, we know that Ji-hun wins the money, and we leave off with a teaser of Ji-hun going back to the Squid Games. Now with the sequel, Squid Game 2 Hard Mode, Ji-hun goes sicko mode and swims across the ocean to the Squid Games. He is sent back into the Squid Games and there he meets Chris Pratt, played by Chris Pratt. The games then start again. Ji-hun somehow manages to die on red light green light and Chris Pratt takes an easy dub and wins the Squid Games. Now on to the real entertainment. Chris Pratt wants some more bling bling cash money, so he goes back to the Squid Games. The games are even harder this time. This brings us to Squid Game 3, Sicko Mode. As you can see, there are some new important characters seen in this image. Starting with Preston. He ran out of orange juice money, so he joined the Squid Games. Next we have Ned Leeds. He had $4.2 million in student loans to pay off, and his uncle could no longer pay his electrical bill. Finally we have the New York Wizard. After being killed off in his universe by Fairness Preston, he got rezzed by Ungoofy Preston and brought to a new universe to get revenge. Now let's get back to the games. This time the Squid Game starts out with a cookie game. There are only umbrella shaped cookies now, and the games have gotten more intense. All of the main characters happily pass the cookie game. Ned Leeds decides that he ain't gonna die today and leaves the Squid Games. His grandmother now pays for all of his college funds. The next game happens to be Tug of War. Preston and Chris Pratt team up, and the New York Wizard picks the opposing team. Preston and Chris absolutely demolish the Wizard's team with their goofiness. Before the Wizard can die from full damage, Ungoofy Preston TPs him out of the proximity. You already know that Chris and Preston took many victory royales and became the last two contestants of the games. Now they must have an epic 1v1 in the Squid Game. Preston Brand wins the 1v1 and Chris Pratt is eliminated. Preston now goes home with the money to his lovely husband Jorge Christopherson III. Preston thinks that he is all good until Squid Game 4, Death. Chris Pratt's spirit comes to haunt Preston, leading him into a series of chase sequences to remind him of what he did to Chris in the Squid Games. Preston stays goofy, which allows him to complete all of the sequences and escape Chris Pratt's spirit. For now, after about a year, Preston and his husband Jorge decide to go to the Squid Games together. Sadly, this all leads to Squid Game 5, Divorce. They both ended up dropping out of the Squid Games, but that isn't important, because another year later, we got Squid Game 6, Regret. Preston and Jorge were happily remarried and ready to enjoy retirement. This is when the stories get very brief, but they also get more intense. The entire time that Preston and Jorge were getting married, Ungoofy Preston made his way to the cemetery and made Squid Game 7, Resurrection. As you can tell from the title, Ungoofy Preston resurrected Chris Pratt as he knew that he would make a good battle against the goofy fellow. Chris Pratt is now on his third life, but that does not affect him. He is semi-immortal, which means that he can die, but there's always a way to bring him back. Ungoofy Preston then sends Chris on a grand mission to go find Preston and capture him. Preston had already been waiting, he knew, but how? It must have been his goofy instincts telling him that Chris was coming back. He was waiting in a basketball stadium. Preston was ready to 1v1 in 2K IRL. We have now entered Squid Game 8, Reunion. Wait. It's break time. Squid Game 9, Taco Tuesday. Guys wait. Something else has come up. Water break. Back to reality. What basically just happened is, Preston and Chris had a friendly 1v1 and afterwards they realized that it was Tuesday and went sicko mode and decided to spread goofiness among the people. Squid Game 10, Real Estate. Squid Game 11, 341. Squid Game 12, Willy Wonka. Squid Game 13, Candy Crush. Squid Game 14, Family Dog. Squid Game 15, Inner Self. Squid Game 16, Thomas. Squid Game 17, Operation R. Squid Game 18, Revolution. Squid Game 19, Soup. Squid Game 20, Retirement. And that's how Preston, the goofy individual, survived the Squid Games.
I always come back.